Is this safe? Can we do this? I had glasses and a nose on for Halloween. And if I do that now, unlike the tie, this goes away after a few seconds. The glasses and the nose would be permanent because for Halloween that was my costume. We could change that. We could fix that, but I don't need to do it right now. We could do that in a little bit. We could just play a bit of game, I think. We could totally play a little bit of game. We could do that, right? I think we could do that. And that would be true if everything is working. Is everything working? Check. Check 1, check 2, check. Checkity, check. Let me look. Check this. So I'm, still just as bad as ever, but I've got a first win of the day to make and a whole raft of dailies. Let's go. Right? Every server. Oh. Well, every server that matters, I guess. Man, give me better ping, right? Let's pray to the ping gods. Let's get better ping. What's our battle pass look like? This looks like this. This is what it looks like. It looks like this. Got a little ways to go. I don't think we're gonna do much today. We could get some of
Match
this.
found.
Not too much, no? This will work. This is good. This is fine. Right? Right?
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight everybody.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, the only thing I can guarantee is Valorant. That's the only thing. I can't guarantee good gameplay. Just can't. Just can't. Had an interesting discussion with people today about perhaps doing a VOD review as like a crowdsourcing thing where everyone like looks at it and like gives their opinions on it and stuff. A neat idea. Like on, maybe on our Discord we could do this, right? We post a video, post a VOD of a match, or maybe just like a shorter video, like a play, like a single play. Like the other day I had a pretty good play with Euro.
Reloading.
Careful now.
Charge your ults.
Let's see, it was on Bind. Queued up with friends on my team.
No,
it was kind of
you
fun.
don't.
But then I actually made a play.
Headshot.
Like the normal, I'm lucky if I get a shot off kind of thing. I actually made a play on defense as Euro. Imagine you're on Bind. Oh, hi. Really? You're gonna sit there? Fine.
Stage 2.
So jump and slide and twirl and yeah, you know what? Just let me just headshot you, please. Let me just headshot you.
Don't get up.
You can twirl and jump all you want. Okay.
Time to jump.
Really? Can I do that?
Reloading.
Spawning.
It's like all they do is this. It's just like this twitchy, spastic maneuvers. It's like the only move they know. And it's like, bro, really?
Enemy down.
Just keep doing that, dude. You just keep doing that.
Reloading.
Time to jump.
Stage 3.
The hunt begins.
Okay.
Decoy.
Watch this.
Bro, you're just gonna sit there? For real. How are you not blind?
Cutting through. Fake teleport.
Okay, well,
Sorry, bro.
Hey. Nice try.
Boy, I'm pissed.
Going up.
New stage in 10.
Cutting through.
oh. You're gonna be busy with the firefight. Okay, can we do anything against this team? Oh, team.
It's you and me.
Refreshing.
Reload him.
You took my clone.
Numpty.
Embarrassing.
I thought he took my clone. Oh, I've run out of bullets. Are you joking me? Brother. What garbage is this?
Time to jump.
Rest.
That's my new word. Garbage.
Fake teleport.
Patent pending.
well.
Charge your ults.
Come on,
Joke's
Neon.
over.
Come on,
You're
Neon.
dead.
Come on, Neon. I know you want to push this. I know you do.
4 down.
Decoy.
Be faster. 1 2.
Kills remaining.
My ultimate.
Brother. Come on.
Enemy killed. 3 down.
Need danger.
Reload him.
That.
Kills remaining.
So, none of them are blind, so they all turned. Wait, am I in Texas? Is that what happened?
You're right.
I queued up in Texas.
Kills left.
Cutting through.
Brother. Even the casual games are ridiculous.
Boy, I'm pissed.
Fake teleport.
No. That was trash. Can we please have a game that's not totally imbalanced? Well, as hard as that was, because look at this. Look at that diff. Crazy. As hard as that was, getting 15 deaths is actually okay. I only gave them 15. You could do better.
Match found.
Death is not an option.
Texas. Why did it have to be Texas? You know, I should take this server off the list. Can't learn much from this, and it's definitely not fun. I only serve to be a target. It's not a good, it's not a fun situation at all. It's the weird thing about multiplayer games, like our two-player game at the bottom of the screen. The only balancing factor that matters the most is matching of opponents.
Reloading. Gotta go.
It's the players that provide the balance. And when it's not balanced, if the players aren't balanced, they aren't balanced. You know what I'm gonna do.
Reloading.
You know what I'm gonna do.
There.
Smart move.
Blocking movement.
That's 3.
Sound sensor up.
Launching thorns. Thorns
Throwing
activated.
net.
Wall set.
Gotta go.
Reloading.
Take this. No surprises. Reloading. This way.
There. There.
Go, go, go. Listen, reloading. 4 down.
Well, I was trying to get around that wall.
Stage change.
Sentinels have to stay alive.
Over there.
Stage 2.
Flashing. Go away.
Listening.
See ya. Nice try.
Nice try.
Shame.
You're done.
No escape.
Alive.
Charge your ults.
They're dead. Die.
My ult's ready. Here we go. Dead. Yikes.
No one's catching Neon.
Can't use that.
Rampage.
Can't use that. Sound sensor up.
Die.
New stage in 10.
Good.
Barrier deployed.
Flashing.
Sensor
Stage
pushed.
3.
I didn't play that right. I should have just let them
I'm
come.
out of here.
One down.
Bro,
Gotta go.
now, I'm not coordinated as the team. The team does what the team does. I need to fit them.
Fire in the hole.
Ultimate ults.
Killed.
down.
My ult's ready.
Here we go!
Down. Three.
Crippling can.
Seconds until stage
Towers activated. Placing wall trap.
Throwing net!
Blinding crack. Good hit.
final stage.
Sound sensor up!
Get lost.
Sensor tripped. Over there.
It's you and me.
No surprises.
Whoops. I was standing in the wrong place. No.
Heads up.
Blocking movement. Hey! Piss! Pathetic. Reloading.
Okay. That was useless.
There. Throwing net. Sound sensor up. Go, go, go!
I'm just gonna ignore that side of it.
You will not kill my aunt! Listening.
Rampage.
Blinding crack. Blinding. Good hit.
Fire in the hole!
Swords are live. Swords activated.
I'm out of here. No escape.
Headshot.
Oh, for crying out
Yikes.
loud. Ridiculous. Damn, dude. Bounce is back, hit me on my own utility, and then, yeah. Terrible. Terrible. Whoa. Okay, so
15 kills
I said I wasn't going to guarantee good gameplay.
Fixer down.
Charge your bolts.
Dropped.
3 down. My ultimate's ready.
Can't use that.
Barrier.
Barrier deployed.
Oh, that won't do anything. So, wait, I'm a bad deadlock? Is that...
5 kills remaining.
Listening. Throwing net. Problem solved. Ultimate ready. Pull them to their grave.
Yeah, that was unmitigated disaster. So, not deadlock. Okay, got it.
Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Why do I always get I miss her jet? Why do I always get this player? Well, they're on the other side. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Fight.
Reloading.
Rainer's got the bloodlust going. Rampage. Ultimate orb spawning.
Thanks for swinging with me, Raze. I didn't realize we were just doing solo. Alright.
Barrier created.
New stage in 10.
I can't even heal you, you guys dying so fast. Oh, I didn't take Texas out. This is Oregon, but still.
Stage 2.
Still in sight.
Breaking them. Next.
Come on, you guys, I'm trying to heal you.
Healing you.
Okay.
Got him.
That's one rampaging range. Charge your bolts.
Can't use this yet.
Die. Careful here. Try again. Snuff out.
Remove.
Cutting them.
Can't use this yet.
10 seconds until stage change.
Can't use this yet.
My rules!
Stage 3.
Show me a target.
Who else?
Wall gate.
Well, I can't even heal you, you guys die so fast.
Got one. Stop the fire.
Still in sight.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Three souls.
Man, stay alive long enough for me to heal you. Come on.
For you.
One dead. Can't use this yet.
New stage in 10.
Get out of your way, Raze. Neutralized. Get out of your way.
I got I
Final stage.
decoy.
You want to play? Let's play.
How did I get 0? Got 0. Crazy. First of all, I'm peeking. I think I'm all peeking really wide and not ready.
My territory! Mine! I have them now!
It's you and me.
I can't even stay alive long enough to help you guys.
Decoy.
Come on.
Reloading.
Reloading!
Stop the fire. Time to jump.
Reloading. Barrier created.
Dominating.
Come on, come on, come on.
Can't use this yet.
Yeah. I couldn't hang out that long.
Healing you.
Yours finished.
Can't use this yet.
Damn.
Get out of here.
I got ISO. Destabilizing.
Okay. Thank you.
Your duty is not over.
Charge your ults.
Ready.
Not enough. Enemy down. Reloading.
My territory! My rules! I have them now! Barrier created.
That was not the placement I wanted. Nope.
Breaking them.
Brother. So we're getting hosed.
Decoy. No distraction.
Five kills left.
Reloading.
I've got a good.
It's you and me.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Good luck.
Wonderful.
It's terrible. That is frustrating. Hey, Valorant. Don't crash my system. The entire system just went down. Thanks, bub. What did I do? Well, I guess I completed a match. Is that my offense? My bad? I shouldn't have. Whatever. Hey, so, given that's the state of affairs, yeah. I'm not going to start up Valorant again right now. Yeah. Let's... Wow. That was... So it wasn't good Valorant gameplay anyway, but, yeah, that's no excuse. We'll roll with it. It is what it is. Oh, is my pin still pinned? Oh, it is. Nice. It's like we continued the stream. Okay, good. I mean, it isn't. Stream is totally broken. Thanks. But, yeah. What we can do is, well, like I said, the avatar had some Halloween-y goodness, along with the tie that we can put on. There were glasses and a nose. And after a while, these disappeared. Except for Halloween, I made it so the glasses and the nose stay. See, that's my disguise. So, let's fix that. We could fix that. Our game, Small Towers, at the bottom, is doing well. I like where it is now. It was 2 months, and this is where we got it to, and I think it's pretty good. Is it done? Well, I would never want to call anything I did done. But, yeah, you could definitely play. It's definitely got all the cool features that we want it to have. With, I guess, one exception, and I'm not going to call it a feature, I'll call it an enhancement. The difference is extending the features and enhancement. So we have all these pieces. The wizard, for example, has 5 spells. It's a lot. It's too much, really. And one of the things we could do is say, limit the number of spells a wizard has at first, and then you can upgrade for gold. So you spend gold and you get an upgrade. Now the wizard has all 5 spells. You see? We could do that. It sounds counterintuitive when you think of, like, helping the player have a good experience. Like, that's our job. We design the experience for the player. Well, if, wait, is this set up? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to me here. Here, let me just restart my app. I think this app is a little too far behind. Yeah, it is counterintuitive because you're saying, like, wait, we're taking things away from the player? That's bad, right? Well, get this. Here's where I, by the way, here's where I made the nose and the glasses stay. Easy. Done. So, So I'm going to restart this avatar in a moment. It is a little counterintuitive to say, hold up, you're going to take something away from the player, and suddenly, like the wizard, for example, can only have 2 spells in the beginning, and they have to spend gold to get the upgrade. Well, yes. And now think about it in terms of a 2-player game. When one player has enough of an advantage to buy the upgrade, then they get to reap the benefits of that upgrade. Maybe 1 more spell, maybe all 3 spells, whatever it is, the upgrade is now going to matter to that player. It's going to matter to the other player too, in a new way. So yeah, we are taking stuff away. And we're also saying that's going to add to the player experience. It is counterintuitive in a way. But in developing the game, we needed all these features. Now that the features are there, I'm tuning things, so maybe the archer, for example, is a little too overpowered. Maybe I need to nerf the archer. That could also be seen as counterintuitive, right? Because suddenly the archer isn't as powerful. Well, true, but you're also not going to be faced with archers that are, gangs of archers can win the game. Okay, let me duck out for a second. And the jungle sounds go away because it is a window into the jungle, right? And when it comes back, connects to Twitch. Okay. Better. So now when I do glasses, when I do nose, when I do tie, this whole get up is fun, and then it goes away after a little while. Like that. Easy. Game development is so easy. I'm totally lying. So, yeah. You see how this works? The game at the bottom has some cool improvements, and that's okay. We got good feedback from our playtesters, including direct things that we just needed to fix, and some things that we discovered. Like, it's not always obvious to a playtester what to do to the game. It's not their job to tell you what to actually do next, the actual thing to do. But it is helpful to hear from them what they see and what they expect, that kind of things. And that led to a very important discovery. Hey, the mine gives you gold, and that number at the top, I always understood as being the total gold you have. But to a new player, it could look like how much gold the mine just gave you, as if there was some total amount that was far more. And that's not true. The missing piece of information a new player needs is that the mine gives you a single piece of gold. Mine gives you +1, +1, +1. And so, check it out. We actually have a little tiny +1 at the entrance of the mine telling you, yeah, you just got an extra piece of gold, you see? We're so smart. That was playtesting feedback plus hearing that and understanding how it could be better. It added, yeah? So now a new player can see that along with the total of gold and be like, oh, that's not the total of gold. That is, right? That is not how much gold I got. I just got +1. Got it. Right? Now, that said, I did notice a detail. Today we're all about details. The detail I noticed is the color. It's subtle, but it's the color. There's the color of yellow and there's the color of gold. Yeah, talk about subtle. The little +1 is definitely yellow. But I took time to try and find a proper color for gold. And I even made the display of the total gold to match that color. So I took the time to do that and then didn't do that for the +1. But I could. Definitely could. This is the game. Like our help screen. It's pretty cool. It's easier to see when my avatar's not in the way. But the mine gives gold according to this script. It's the script that's on every building. A building can have a special thing they do, like the tree heals and things. The mine gives gold, and this is what they do. Here it is. Now, pretty sure increment stat gold mined. This is for the stats. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the function on the player script. That's actually this one. Set player gold. Set gold. Gold. Just go for gold. Boop. 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 I do check gold quite often, especially the AI stuff. Okay. Gold, gold, gold. There it is. Oh, this just sets player gold. Well, where's the display, the gold display thing? This is the coin that floats up. It's a little visual effect, and this technically is also a visual effect, a little +1. Calling it mine add. And I like the look of it, like the timing of it, like the position, so this is all good. It's the color. Do I have a separate script for the gold display? I do. Okay. Right. And I specifically set the color. I set as yellow. That's not true. That's not true. Do I really do that? That's not true. That's not what it looks like. That's not true. Show me. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. I just set yellow. Well, that's funny, because that's not at all what I think I'm seeing in the game. Oh yes, I'm doing something very fancy here. For the fade, I'm displaying the color starting with yellow, then doing fancy stuff. Yes. I actually went pretty fancy here. So, okay, let's just eyeball it then. Just look at the game as it's running. And I know this is going to look like double. Actually, it may not look like anything at all because it's exactly the same display. But I'm going to eyeball this. The reason I'm thinking it's different is because this fades out to white in the gold display. When you take gold or you're added gold, it uses white fading up and down from yellow to white. That's why I think the color is different. All right then. So the color I picked is just way too orange and not white enough. Fair enough. Let's play with that then. If I am here looking at the material I made for this, yeah, this is way too yellow. I mean orange. And I actually look at yellow, it's probably more like this. And now I want to make it whiter. I probably don't need it to be so saturated, right? No, I do. That's value, actually. Here's saturation. So maybe... Yeah, I'm going to noodle this a lot, but I think if I'm trying to match the other color, I think this is probably appropriate. Yellow, but then wider than that. You know what? Let's go with that. That actually works. If I am going to test, I'm going to make sure the game doesn't think it needs to connect to Twitch. All right. Now I can test. So all I'm really looking at is the color. Details, right? Details. When we start the game, and we're developing the game from scratch, we have lots of big decisions to make. Lots of big features to make. Lots of big things to do. As we go further and further towards the end, like we are now, it's just tiny, tiny little features, tiny, tiny little changes, tiny, tiny little things. Okay, so I'm really just looking at this color. It's probably covered up by the tree, so you can't see it. But the +1 I see in the mine now still looks very, very yellow. It doesn't quite match the color of the coin, and it doesn't quite match the color of the display. It just, they're all different, and this is the problem that I'm trying to fix. Try it again. This number display is not really helping me that much. I thought I was doing the color by code, but I'm not. Wait. Am I doing this color by code? That's a good question. Hold on. No, this has a script on the visual effect to fade. Oh, right. Meaning this is actually the color I want to change. Oops. Easy though. So this, that, okay. No problem. This is why I use Fibonacci numbers. If I keep using them, it's easy to remember. Okay. Cool. So it was still orange because it wasn't any different. And I'll try it again. Okay. So I'm comparing this color here, the +1, to this color here. It's very yellow towards the end. But, yeah, it's closer. I mean, it's yellow. Okay. So, it's close. Yeah, see, this top number starts out white and fades to yellow. This one is just yellow, fading up and down. So what I'm kind of trying to do is match two different things. I'm trying to match apples and oranges. I'm in the ballpark, though. It's really close. So let's try this again. These are the numbers I have to match. Get the other ones. This. So it might be better to go less saturated. It's got a hint of yellow. And it is just straight up yellow. I don't necessarily like that, but it's what the other ones are doing. These top numbers are like fading from white to yellow, and now I'm wondering if they should be more like gold, like this color. The coin is like, I tweaked that to look like gold. I'm not sure why I deviated from that, but now I'm questioning it. Because as opposed to this like yellow flag, I kind of want this to all represent gold. Well, this definitely looks closer now. One of the things that challenged me the most is color. So I'm going to spend a little more time on this. Just to make sure. I'm trying to match two different things, but as long as they relate, down. I can see it. And I wouldn't know which way to go to make it any closer than this. So I think this is as close as we're going to get between this number and that number. I can see the relationship. I mean, I might even go a little more saturated, actually. White is okay. Yeah, I may have gone a little too far, actually. Well, okay. Tiny bit more saturated. And, man, talk about details, right? Polish. This is where we should be towards the end of this project, yeah? Is it a detail that anyone is like going to be offended if I got it wrong? No, they wouldn't even notice. Are you kidding? But it could be better, right? And therefore, trying to make it better. Okay, I can see the relationship between these two now. Yeah. And even the flashing and color changes on this top one really draws your attention to the most important piece of information. This is how much gold you have. That's more important. This says just +1. It's supposed to be less important to see that, so it goes away quicker. Doesn't have as much flashy flash. Yeah, if you notice subtle differences in the way this appears, when you get gold, it pulses. When it takes gold away, it flashes. It's very subtle. But this is meant to be more eye-catching at the top. Total gold. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Good. See? Details. Not much, but something. And I will fix this so it works with Twitch. And I will reset this so that it can, so these things are enabled and it can talk with Twitch. And I will save, and I will do my normal thing to build the project. As well as save this off. Sort of storing the progress that I have currently. Yeah, 2 months on this project, yeah. Pretty good. You bet. I'm going to add this to my portfolio. And so there's going to be some time I take to write it up and record a video and cut the video together and make it look snazzy and then fold it into the rest of my projects. This is meant to be this year's project, even though it's so small. I was just never going to finish Shuffle Wars in time, so I stopped and did this one. Yeah. I will spend some time on that and add this to my portfolio. And that way, I've spent 2 months on it, but I'm getting something out of it, right? I think, more importantly, chat can benefit from having a game to play. Yes? That's the point. That's why we did this. Okay, everything's saved off, everything built. I will get out of Unity and Visual Studio. Thank you, bots. Thank you for playing, but bye-bye. And I will restart because we have a new version. Boom. Yeah. And it connects with Twitch and starts up and boom. Yeah. And so the color change on it is subtle. Right? No one's going to notice. No one's going to notice. But you know what? We noticed, yeah? Still dropping frames. Oh, that's why I'm delayed. Okay. Not much. That's okay. If the stream is a little bit delayed from, yeah, by a second or two, stream's a little bit delayed. That's okay. I could test it out, see how bad it is, and play at the same time. Play test, yeah. Let's do that. Let's see. If I queue up, the bots will get out of the way. Yeah, the delay is not that bad, actually. It might get worse because I'm actually on my browser looking at the stream. Keep an eye on that. So one problem a playtester pointed out is when you enter chat commands, you might be entering the same command, like recruit M to recruit a marauder. And if you do that twice, it tells you, hey, you're trying to say the same thing twice. And there's Twitch chat mechanisms in there to detect you're saying the same thing twice. Don't spam, stop it. In fact, there's also a thing that says if you're, putting too many messages too quickly into chat, it tries to stop you. Well, bro, get out of the way. We're trying to play a game. Like, it shouldn't do that, right? This is a Twitch setting, but I can manage some of this, right? I think there's a, unique, what's it called? Unique chat, something like that. Unique chat. Unique chat off. There we go. So I can handle some of those commands myself, right? And it's funny because I have never noticed this problem. I don't actually have this problem. Like, as the owner of this channel, as the administrator of this channel, like, there's no restrictions on me. I've never noticed this problem. What are you talking about, right? But actually, yeah, it's a big deal. So if that's a problem, what I saw this playtester do actually is spell out Marauder, and that works, of course, because you can do M, or you can say Marauder, you can say Engineer, you can say E, right? But yeah, it's actually a problem. One way to solve that is to have the game allow a lot of different variations on it. Even adding an extra space on the end of the command could be enough to get around the unique thing problem. But the spamming thing, I'm not sure how much control I have over that, right? Like, I can copy the recruit M command and then paste, and just do a bunch of Marauder recruiting operations all at once. Again, I'm the administrator of the channel, so I'm allowed to do that. But, you know, not everyone can do that. It's not quite fair. One would say it might be overpowered. You see. If so how can we get around this? Well, it might be that it's true that, you know, if you're playing against me and I do that, that's not fair, but every other player has the same restriction and therefore it is fair. That could be one, quote, solution, although it's kind of not great. It's not ideal. I would like players to be able to do what I do. I'm typing, I've never even noticed the unique chat problem. I don't know what it is, but like, it doesn't put any restrictions on me at all. And in some ways that makes sense, but so we're faced with this problem. The problem is simply we need to reproduce this issue and implement solutions for it and test against that against that issue, just to reproduce it and try to get it to a place where it's expected. Players aren't surprised or frustrated, especially. Like, we need to get to a point where, well, frankly, it's better. We'll get there. Took out their healer. So, what could we do? At minimum, we need a way for players right now to get through this. And I thought about a couple of solutions. One is we could just add a bunch of variations to, like, instead of just recruit healer, I added recruit H, right? And that works. But I could keep adding to that. So HE, HEA, HEAL, you know, and then you have lots of different variations, all of them acceptable. They could all work and they can, you know, You get somewhere with that, right? Another solution is to say you can type the command recruit M or A or whatever, but then a space and a number, right? If you want to recruit 5 Marauders and you have the gold for it right now, you can say recruit M5, right? That's another solution. We could do that, and that would solve a different problem, but a related one. That I don't need to spam the same command quickly. I can just give the command once with a number and get the same results. I need to think about it a little bit more because I just thought about those ideas, but I haven't prioritized them as good as I could. In other words, one idea might be clearly better than the other if I could give it a little bit of thought. I think the recruiting with a number is going to be helpful in certain situations. You're not going to be able to do it in others. Let's say you say, give me 5 Marauders, but you only have enough gold for 4 of them. Do you get 4? Or does it just say, no, you can't? Right? A little bit more thought is involved in terms of finding the right solution, right? It's a good question. It's a problem I didn't see before. That's okay. There's lots of problems you don't see till you see them. It's okay. In this case, let's talk about like the most common things you'd want to be able to do. Frantically typing in commands. It's kind of what people expect to be doing, but I'm not sure. I need to sort of check in with that. It's sort of what I'm doing, and I can imagine people wanting to, do a similar thing to what I'm doing in a way. Not that I'm going to be available to show them all the time. That's not how it works. But that it might be the most obvious thing to do, right? Should I do both? Should I do variations on the simple recruit command so that you can say recruit M, MA, MAR, right? And it all has the same result. And should I also account for a number after that, right? Almost feels like a cheat code, but yeah. even the barricade has taken damage there. That's proper. It destroyed the barricade. That's proper. It's exactly what it's supposed to do, because it's made of wood. It doesn't destroy towers because they're made of stone, you see. So can you recruit a marauder? Marauder. Yeah, totally. Absolutely can. So I think step one, let's just throw in that option. You can type in any variation on the word marauder, even the first letter, right? And so another thing is, like I said, you could maybe allow for spaces after it so it's not unique, just in case I don't do this, you know, command unique, no unique channel, whatever it is, right? I didn't know that that actually was on. Yeah, I might want to test that more, because it happened once during playtesting, so I was like, really? I didn't even know this thing was on. But, evidently unique chat was on, you know, so. It's another thing I want to test out. The ice wave is also meant to... Oh, that's weird. Did I not spell that correctly? Oh, wow. So I did 2 spells. I did Ice Wave and Meteor Storm, but I have 2 wizards. They weren't both on a cooldown. Whoops, something just disconnected. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, I'm back. I should not have been nerfed like that. In fact, check it out. The Ice Wave spell hasn't stopped. What? Dude. Is my entire spell system bugged? It certainly is. Check it out. I cast 2 spells, Ice Wave and then Meteor Storm. First of all, the Meteor Storm did not trigger at all. Second of all, the Ice Wave spell has not stopped. Brother, maybe I have not accounted for having more than 1 wizard. Well, maybe I need to do that. This would be a major bug. Let's do this. Spell, Gold Theft. Okay, well, that worked. Then... why... I'm confused. So this is a new wizard. He's ready to go. I say spell Meteor Storm. And here's another wizard. I'm going to say spell Ice Wave. Sort of the opposite of what I just did. It says casting Ice Wave. This actually worked, and then it doesn't happen. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle. It is bugged. The spell system is controlled by a script that is sitting on the player. There it is. The Ice Wave is cleaning up. Okay, so I know what's going on now. It's not expecting multiple wizards. And for a spell that needs to sit around and clean things up like the Ice Wave needs to, it can get messed up if I cast a different spell. It's now paying attention to the wrong spell. Meteor Storm didn't happen because Ice Wave was still, I don't know, in effect in some way. And then because Meteor Storm was triggered, it didn't clean up Ice Wave. So, wow, okay, yeah, it's bugged. Okay, so a couple of things to fix, right? Yeah, I wonder if I can actually get my game to do the unique chat off thing. That would be great, actually. I'll test that too. That's one thing. Then to accept a lot of variations on the recruit thing, so they can do recruit M or marauder or lots of variations of that, including a space after the name, right? And then I need to fix the spells. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're totally overpowered at this point. Overpowered. We're just gonna win. Oh, I cast the spell too late. No. Oh well. Okay, so a few things to fix. Cool. And the delay wasn't that bad, actually. So it's still totally playable. Alright, I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna fix those things. Bots, you go to town. You do that thing. You show off the game. I'll do this. Let's see. Let's find the place where we accept variations on this command stuff. I think it's here. Yeah. Yeah. So I just do a simple this or that. I think I need to get a little more fancy with it. Let's imagine they type in command recruit M. Right? This will catch that because it's sitting there as an option, right? They could also type in marauder. Okay, fine. That's also an option, so it'll totally catch it. But, you know, if we want to say, well, they could type mar, or type MA, or they could do M space. Well, how do I account for all that? Am I just going to put a bunch of these or things on there? That's what this is, or. And the answer I'm saying is no. I think we need to do something a little smarter and fancy. In other words, let's take this argument, arg, and do something fancy with it. It's not equal. Is it something like this, right? Technically, I think if I said marauder space, this would be different, right? That with a space is actually this. And so these are not equal. This is different because it's got a space on it. So I need this to be more intelligent. In order to accept a lot of variations on this for the player, I would like it to go ahead and accept a space, accept, well, lots of variations on it. Okay, excuse me while I fiddle with the absolutely ridiculous Twitch app. So arg is a string, and I could do lots of things with strings. Contains is a very simple function that allows me to say, look, we're looking for M, right? And so Marauder includes the thing M, and so good, right? That's okay, but I can't do that with like Archer. Because if I say look for anything with an A in it, well, Marauder includes an A. Whoops. Marauder includes an E. Yeah, this is totally not going to work. So I can't say, does the argument contain M? I can't do that. Okay? This is sort of the opposite of what I need. I need a function that accepts a lot of variations of this longer string Marauder. Variations meaning, you know, this sequence of characters, but maybe not all of them. Or that sequence of characters with like a space after it or something. So I kind of need the opposite. Not contains a piece, but like some variation of like this whole thing. Not contains, but some other function. And I might need to actually write that function. First of all, I can always trim the end of a string and get all the spaces removed. Starts with is the same problem as contains. Yeah. Trim end, yeah. So I think I need to write my own function. The function would simply look through the string and start comparing it to this key. If it matches one or more of this sequence of characters, then it's good. It is a Marauder. And really what I'm trying to get to is what is the character argument? So this function could actually return that. Okay, but I need to get fancy and actually write that function. And I shall call this function parse character. Parse character, sure. Parse meaning find the intended name, sure. Why not, right? The return might be character argument. I shall call it parse character. And I will take a string. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. And I need to return a character argument. Start with that. So, it looks a little like this. Except not. What I really need now is probably going to bypass all this code here. Whoops. Hello. Hello. What just happened? There you go. Probably bypass all that code and instead just do parse character with arg. and I will make CA equal that. Because that's what we're doing on all this. We're just setting CA. Okay. So now I can do all this work and more from that function. Cool. Whoops. Hello. Just happened. Stop. Do weird things. Where are we? Here we go. There are keywords. Sure. Engineer. Sure. Healer. And wizard. By default, it's going to return none, and that's okay. Now we're going to look through this. A string is an array of characters. The reason it's called a string is because it's an array. Hello? So... Can I do that? Can I do that? There we go. So let's look through all these characters. We're going to do that. We also want, for now, let's just look at Marauder. This would be like, okay, check the M, check the A, check the R. And as long as these are in the right sequence, even if it's just the first one, right? In fact, all these should have with a space after it, right? Definitely want to remember to do that. Right? Not an underscore, but an actual space. So there's a key word relating to a particular character argument. And so look through the letters. Match letters to keyword. Right? That's really what we need to do. So let's say this first one, or whatever. We're looking through the letters, and well, the key word as well, actually, has qualities we can look at. Let's check this out. We say the string that we're currently looking at is this, right? The space. I mean, it is also a character array. Keyword. Sure. Yeah. So we're actually just matching this now. If CS equals keyword. Yeah. Right? We can kind of say then this return value is Marauder. This is not exactly right yet. Is it? No, actually, this is right. I mean, this would work as soon as you get the first letter, right? That would be enough. It would be a different argument, because and Twitch would say it's okay because it's unique. But you could type any of those characters in the word marauder, even with a space on the end, and it would all be fine. It would all trigger that it's a marauder. Right? Sanity check. I think that's true. I mean, would we need to do more than the first letter? Okay, so this would work, but now can we be more efficient? Let's think of it that way. Yes, we could. Right? We could just say, look at the first letter, done. It doesn't matter how many characters are going to happen after this. You could type any word that starts with M. That's not quite. Do we want that? Like, does this equal mumble? No, I don't think so. Right? Mumble. Right? Could I say moose? Like, could I recruit a moose and get a marauder? Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, like, is it okay to allow the player to type in any word that starts with M or MA or MAR? Like, if they type madness, is that the same? I say, that's probably not okay. According to the rules, you enter commands. And if you typed M, that'd be fine. MA, fine. But if it starts to be a different word, then no. You got it wrong. Should I do that? I think so. I'm not happy with this. Because if I allow any word that starts with M, I'm disallowing words that don't match. I mean, that just sounds logical. Even if they have same starting letters, right? So I'm disallowing it, even if they have the same starting letters, right? MAR, but then it's marble, not marauder. Do I allow that? They misspelled marauder, right? Do I disallow that? I don't know. This is a question, so I'm going to say it's for review. But at this point, this is what I want to say. We're looking through the letters, and right now, it just says, cool, first letter done. Right? It's a marauder. I think what I need to do is actually look through the entire argument and make sure there's a match, but maybe have the last one, the space, be optional. Ooh. And yet, if they stopped anywhere in here, it's still okay. Like if they stopped anywhere in here, so it's not just the last one that's optional, it's any of these that's optional. Okay. So what is the rule? The rule is look through all of the letters for as long as the argument still has letters. Okay. And if they match. Okay. Yeah. So for the length of the argument, actually this is already happening. Yeah. That is happening already, actually. So I just don't do this. I just don't break out of it as soon as I find the match. Okay. In fact, I'm going to have to keep setting this back to none. Wow, is that true? I'd have to keep setting this back to none every new letter in order to disallow misspelled and wrong words. It's true. I would, actually. Because it's only true that it's a marauder once I've reached the end of the sequence of these characters in the argument. Oof. That seems like either inefficient or wrong. I'm not sure what it is yet. Okay. We have a comparison to make. Here's the keyword with the space. And we have the argument to compare it with, so this would do. Compare these and allow it to stop somewhere. For as many letters as there is... Okay, I'm going to need to special test for this. I want to be able to try a string and see if it comes out correctly. I need this argument to be public in this test, and I need a public string to feed it, and maybe a little boolean to trigger it. Testing. I need a public boolean, do character check. I need a public string. Okay. Character argument. And I need the return value, which is a command character. Here we go. And public so that I can see it in a tool that I make. So this is the Twitch listener tool. Oh, this is exactly not the one I wanted. Darn it. Shoot. Because I have this specifically disabled, so it doesn't talk to Twitch. Draw. Alright. Well, I'll just move this function somewhere else, I guess. This is a more involved test than I planned to do, but whatevers. We'll move this test somewhere else, like here. Yes. Okay. And literally I'll just copy this function. Okay. That way I don't have to enable that tool. I don't want to talk to Twitch right now. Okay, so this is updated all the time. Testing. If do character check, then turn do character check off. Okay, but also parse character. The character arg, yes. And make this variable char arg equal to the result. Cool. So I can see what's going on, right? This is the test. In other words, do that. Right? When I click this checkbox, which will show up on the tool, it will do this. I think that'll be okay. We can test it now. So this is off, but game here, okay, now has these variables. So I can hit play. Yeah, everything's running. So I can check this out. Does it accept marauder space? Yeah, it knows. It knows it's a marauder. Okay, good. Alright. You're so smart. What about, if I say blah, blah, blah? Good. It says, no, I don't know what that is. What if I said, M-A-R? Yes, it knows it's marauder. Okay. What if I said, I'm resetting it manually. What if I said M? Space. Okay, it still knows it's a marauder. That kind of makes sense. Let's look at the code. So it seemed successful. Here's the thing. I'm only setting this to something. I'm not setting it to none again. In other words, I probably could type in marble. And it sees marauder. Yeah, because M-A-R matches. Okay. So my fancy code needs a little bit more. Because I don't mind it if you say M-A-R. I mind the B you put after it. Like, I want it to recognize this. I don't want it to recognize that. So in order for that to be disallowed, right, say none, it has to know that it was not equal to the next one. Like that. Okay. So far this only works for Marauder, but we'll get there. So it's kind of like this. Now I can say, can you check MAR? And it knows what's going on. Cool. I say, can you check marble? And it says none. Good, 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 good. So I can say marauder space. And it knows. Okay, good. I can say M. And it knows. Okay, so I can say MA. And it knows. Okay. So this might be okie dokie for Marauder. Can we get it to work with the other four? This feeds in this keyword and starts checking them. Here's a complicated factor. If I already started to match Marauder, in other words, I start saying, I don't know who it is, right? None. And so it could be any of them, right? But once I do start to know that it's Marauder, I'm actually checking all of the letters. And if they don't match, that's when I say none. And in fact, that's when I should get out. Because there's no reason to check the other ones, but also I think I need to get out and not check that it's any other character. What if I said Mararcher? Right? Then it would match Archer unless I broke out of it like this, right? I need to break. Okay. So let's say I know you don't know who it is yet. So, but once you do know who it is, then we're checking this keyword. So if Like, if it's already starting to look like this is supposed to be Marauder, right? If it's already looking like that, then we need to start matching it against that. And if it doesn't match, then we know to say none and get out. Okay, so now we could actually start, maybe an if chain is not the best way to do it, but now we could start matching other characters, I think. So if we think we're matching Marauder, we look through this character array. If we think we're matching Engineer, we look through that character array. And so on. I think that's true. Marauder, Engineer. I get confused. Archer. Healer. And Wizard. Like I said, I don't think this chain of if, else, if is the smartest way to do this yet, but I'm just developing. Okay. So if it already has an idea of who it's trying to match to, it knows to look through those keywords. And break out if it deviates from that. Now, if it doesn't know, right? In the beginning, it doesn't know, so it would actually match with none of these. But now, if I start with none, and that's where it is, I'm now looking at this. And by the way, anytime I set it back to none, I immediately break out. That's why I did that, right? Anytime it sets it back to none, it'll break out. But what I'm going to do is go from none to something. And I really could, say 0 at this point, because I know the only time it should be here is when it's checking the very first character. Yeah, 0, exactly. I think that's true. I don't think there's any reason not to do that, actually. Yeah, okay. This is dumb. Can I just do a switch, please? Switch. Yeah, exactly. Because in case this is M, then that. Oh, is break the one thing I want? Break just does one level out, right? Not 2? Not the whole thing? Well, one way to find out. Wizard, healer, archer. only one way to find out, and I swear I just need to remember this because I've asked the same question over and over again. Break only gets out of one level of nesting, correct? I think that's correct. But the fact that I don't know if that's correct or not means I just need to remember this. This is one of those rare occasions where memorizing is actually necessary. Okay, so this is good. If it matches none of these, it is none. And we'll go through all these. And I think that's all. So let's test this. So this says, start at none. Take the argument and look at this character. 0. Like specifically the first character. Match it to these things, and then you know what you're matching it to. And we have set it, and if that's the end of the length of the string, we're good. If it has more characters, then we can search through all these, and it's all good. If it deviates at all, it's none again and breaks out, and so we're good. I think it's good. Let's test that theory. What we want to see is we can type in anything, any variation on this. If I try marble, it has no idea what I'm doing. If I'm, say, marauder, space, it knows it's a marauder. Good, good, good. In fact, can I say marauder again incorrectly? M-A-U-R. Yeah, let's do this the bad way. It says none. Okay, good. It switches back on its own. That's good to know. So if I say M, it knows it's a marauder. If I say M-A-R, boom. Just to be totally... Okay. Yes, it knows. Good. So if I say marauder with a space, it still knows. If I say archer, dude, it knows. Arc, it knows. Eng, it knows. How about healer? Yep. Wiz. Yep. Wizards. No. Because you're recruiting a wizard, not a wizard. Or sorry, wizards. Yeah. Just one wizard, yeah. And wizard space. Totally cool. So this works. Done. Testing, yes. Science. Cool. This means as dumb as this is, it works. And if I were to refactor it now, actually that's a good idea. I'm not gonna do it now. But yeah, refactor. I don't need any. I know it's dumb. This is okay. This gets kind of stupid. This is like else if, else if, else. You know what? Can I do a switch inside of a switch? Does that just not make tons of sense? I think it does. I mean, here's another question. So the answer is yes. Break just breaks out of one layer of nesting. I will remember that. Here's the other question. Is this actually shorter than this? No. It's not. I'm still going to have to put this inside of each case, and the case has the break. No, it's not shorter at all. It's not more efficient. No. I mean, it's dumb looking, but it's clear. Yeah. No, this is fine. Okay. So grab all this code. This function does not belong on this tool at all. I just testing. Boop. It actually belongs here. Bam. And that's it. Yes. I no longer need the testing stuff here, nor do I need the testing variables here. Cool. We actually wrote code in order to do a test, and then we took out the code that we only needed temporarily because the test is successful. It's okay. This is now being called, and it does its thing. So, I'll leave this in for a moment. Actually, I'm just going to take it out. I know what this is. We may end up doing something similar here, actually. We don't ever build trees and flags. What is this garbage? But, we may do something similar here, right? In fact, I'm almost certain we will. But for now, I'm going to test this in fashion. Yeah. We are going to do our save and build and blah and thing and do, and you get the idea. We're going to do the normal thing. And I'm going to let you watch the bots play while I do that and take a short coffee break. Be right back. It's only been a couple of moments, but I already thought of an improvement. If I have code that goes through each of the character names and uses that as a keyword. But, critically, it does the same thing each time. Like, first it needs to find out what it's looking for, but then this process, see, it's the duplicate code that's the key here. The only thing I'm changing is the keyword. Imagine that I had a function where it took the keyword as an argument. This process could be solved for, right? In other words, I don't need to duplicate this code. I can put this code once in a function. Am I talking myself into doing this right now? Really? Okay. Given the keyword, right? Go through each of the letters, match them, and if they don't match, you're out. For as many letters as there are, right? Does this match or not is actually the result. Keyword plus this argument, right? This is the only different piece in this duplicate code. And it's true, but it's also very, very, very similar to this. You know what? It's like this. Parse the character, yeah. Here's the argument. It starts out as none, and actually, forget this. Just look at the first letter. If it's M, for example, then set this to Marauder and now do this other function, which is check the rest of the letters, right? Basically this. Go do that right now as a separate function call and come back with either true, it's a Marauder, or false, it's none. I think that's what we got to do. Okay. Just talk myself into it. So this is a function that returns a Boolean value, and it says, character, I don't know, something. What I need is a keyword. And this, well, I also need the argument, don't I? And this will return a Boolean that's just assume it's false first, and then return whatever the result is. Now, yeah. I mean, it's the same code. I'm just putting it here. So, yeah. And I'm just doing it once. This is more efficient. Right? I mean, I'm not duplicating code, so absolutely. It's better to maintain it this way, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so no, it's either true or false. It doesn't need to say command manager. So it's either or this is false, and there's a faster way to do that, which is simply this. Where I don't just say it's false, I need to break, okay? So it's this. And if it's false, break. Because there's no reason to check the rest of the string if I started to type the wrong letter. I think I know who the character is. I give it the keyword and check the rest of it, right? Check all of it, frankly, from the beginning. So do I need to keep checking? No, I don't. Check from the second one. Okay. Just ridiculously efficient on something that doesn't matter, but I'm tweaking on it because let's see. So that's much shorter. I got rid of the stupid code. Now only done once, but I'm going to reuse this, and I'm going to say, cool, I think it's a marauder. The keyword is going to be marauder. And if this confirm character is true, given the ring arg and the keyword marauder space. If that's true, because these all match for as long as the length of the thing, or else it's false. If it's true, then it's marauder. Let's say if it's false. If it's not marauder, right? Then this is actually not marauder, it's not. Break. So we really just, we don't even need this, but we say, look at it once. Look at the first letter. This starts to match marauder. Check the rest of it matches marauder. If it doesn't, it's none. Otherwise, yeah, it's marauder. Done. Done. And so done. Yeah. That's it. That's the whole thing, and that is so much cleaner. So now I can say archer, or sorry, engineer, or archer, whatever. So, okay. Yeah, we're going to test this out. And I'm certain, actually, I'm going to do this for the buildings as well. Instead of confirm character, can we call this confirm argument? Because that's actually what it is. I'm going to reuse this, definitely. Yeah. Confirm arg now. Given a keyword, check this argument matches, yeah. And I put the space on it, just because someone might actually want to do that. It's still valid. I sometimes impulsively put a space after words anyway, so I know people do that. It would still be okay. This is no longer used. Clean. So it's still a thing to review. We say, if you started to type marble, no. Because you're not going to recruit a marble. You could recruit a marauder. It also means that if you misspell marauder, it's wrong. But then again, you could type M, dude. You could type M-A. How hard is that to spell? Yeah, I have less sympathy for players who would trip up on that. They just lose. The main skill in this game is typing. That's what the main player action is typing. That's how you make things happen. So I say if you blew you need to go back to school. Yeah? Fair. Okay, let's test actually. Darn. I wish I didn't move this out of you just undid all this. Science requires that we actually do this again. And I know I'm fat figuring the whole thing over again, but you know what? What I'm doing. Let's say we have both of these functions. It is actually smaller, so happy about that. And again, so we're really just, this is a proper refactoring, meaning it's the exact same functionality. We should find no difference in the functionality, but so much easier to maintain this. There's only one place where I do this code, and it's shorter, easier to read. Like, it's literally refactoring, changing it so it's better looking code, frankly. Such a nerd thing to do, but refactoring, that's what that is. Okay, here we go. This is still ready to be, yeah, done without Twitch. All right. If I say M, bro. Oh no, you broke it. Marble. Okay. We broke it. Good thing we tested. Let's make sure the test has everything hooked up correctly. Yes, parse character string. Yes. String. Yeah. Yeah. And that equals character arc. Okay. So, what happened? Confirm that this is Marauder. If not, set it to none. Is that what happened? Like, we started to look for Marauder, but it thinks that it was not Marauder? Let's see if the answer to that question is yes. I mean, I could noodle on it and think on it, but I think this is faster. Marble. Yes. The answer is yes. So, Marauder space. Oh, there it knows it's Marauder. Oh. But without the space? Hold on. Mar. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? M. Bro. Okay, so M doesn't work. M-A? Oh, okay. All right. So now we've made it so you can't just do the first letter. But apparently the rest of this is cool. Like Marad. Totally works. Okay, all right. But apparently the first letter is no. Like that works. That does not. Okay, all right. So the testing gave us the answer. The answer to this is yes. And really what's happening is we have made it so it knows to look for Marauder. But, oh, right, no. This says look through from the second character in the sequence instead of the first. I bet that would work now. It's like minuscule, less efficient, but it would totally work. Let's test that theory. M. Marauder. A. Archer. W. Wizard. How about Whiz? Yep. How about Whiz? Whiz art. Nope. How about Wizards? Nope. How about Wizard with a space? Yep. Cool. Heal? Yeah. H? Totally. H-I. Nope. No idea what you're doing. H-I-A. H-E-A. Yes. Cool. So, works as designed? Sorry, works as expected? Yes. Positive test. So we refactored this change. Yeah. I could also check to see if this length is more than 1. You know. If CS length is more than 1, and, right? So if it's not more than 1, in other words, it's just a length of 1, it's just M, you found it, you're done, right? But if it's more than 1 and this doesn't match, then you say no. Okay. This allows me to, this is super efficient to say, check this argument first and get out if it's just a length of 1. That is super efficient. It's actually more efficient than the rest of the code. So doing this little addition to the condition is as tidy as I can get it. It's still going to check from the second character, so my OCD brain is happy. Until I say otherwise, this is going to be the rule. You need to type Marauder, and now you can use a space at the end. You can omit as many letters as you want, all the way up to the first letter. That's a fine rule. But if you type marble, no, that's not a. You're not going to recruit a marble. I think that's fair. Until I say otherwise, this is the rule. In fact, I've reviewed. That's my review. I just did it. Okay, done. So, with a positive test, with clean code, and a refactor, totally done. I'm going to clean up this test again. I'm going to paste this back in again. Paste. Okay. So now this is clean. Good. Done. I'm going to clean up this code. This is just a test. And this is just a test. Done. Cool. Now I am going to save all my stuff and do my thing. And you're going to look at the bots. Hey bots, what's going on? You doing good? You keeping it real? Get 'em! Yeah, towers built. Cool. I am saving in the way that this needs to be saved, with all the things on that need to be on. Ooh, yeah. I think I looked at that. And, save. And I will archive off this version of the game. Just being neurotic about it. You know what I'm saying? Not to diminish disorders of any kind. But in this case, being careful and detail-oriented is the order of the day. Cool. All right. Now that that is saved off, and now that that is built, what do I do? Well, bots, thank you. I'm going to interrupt your game. I'm sure you're doing, yeah, you're going to win anyway. You're fine. You got too many archers. Archers are totally overpowered. Dude, that gang of archers is crazy. I mean, and it's a good tactic. Okay, thanks, bots. So I'll start that again. There we go. It connects to Twitch. And now we can test. I will queue. Ooh, and the delay is pretty big. It's alright. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I think there was at least 1 or 2 big hiccups on my end. Not to mention the total game reset after Valorant. I finished a match in Valorant, and the entire machine just went kaplow. Oh, okay. That would be called a critical bug in software development. Crashing the user's machine entirely. Yeah, that would be, that was a blue screen, bro. That was bad. Dude, my software never does that. Even my C++ software never did that. Just saying. And I'm terrible. Okay. So, recruit. M. I have recruited a marauder, and now I'm going to recruit MAR. And I have recruited a marauder, and now I'm going to recruit a marble. And it has no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, then I'm going to recruit a marauder space. And I have recruited a marauder. Huzzah. Coolio. So now I can recruit an arc. I can recruit an A. Sorry, I need to spell recruit correctly though. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that works. Oh, I'm dying. Hold on. Hold on. No, wait. No, I had the wrong thing. No, the entire function that I had copied and pasted, I just hit paste because I was so used to having recruit M stored in my clipboard. And the entire function pasted into chat. Yeah, let's try that again. Recruit M. So I can do this. I can say recruit M 1,000,000 times. And it's kind of unfair that I can do that, actually. If it needs to be unique chat, I don't know why that would be on, ever. I wonder if I need to specifically disable that every time I start a stream. I don't know. a good question. Well, I gotta say, I like the additions. I like the change now. It's more flexible. The player can play the way they want, where the intention is pretty darn clear. If you are typing Marauder, or Healer, or Archer, whatever, and you get like partway through Mara, you can recruit a Mara now, and it's totally fine. If you're trying to get around the whole thing where it has a unique chat prevention thingy, you do Marauder space, totally cool. Players can play the way they want. I think that's fair. So we've made some improvements. The tiny improvement of the color on that +1 in the mine, I like. The flexibility of saying recruit in different ways, I like a lot. I'm thinking, trying to see if there's another critical improvement, or I mean another higher priority improvement we could do. I think we're pretty good. It's funny, as the engineer goes forward, he's actually in front of what would be called the front in battle. You know, he's ahead of all the other forces. And so hold actually says go up to the front. And so he pushes the front forward if he goes in front of the front, if that makes sense. I saw that happen the other day. That just happened now. Very interesting. So I can say recruit heal, and it's totally cool. I think it's more flexible. I think it's better that way. If there is a limitation to how quickly you can spam chat, I mean, apparently I don't have that limitation, but if other people do, it should be fair because both players have that limitation. I need to see more of that in action, meaning I need humans to play test. We have yet to have 2 humans that aren't me playing. We have yet to see that. We've had humans playing, we've had bots playing. I've been playing against another human, and I need 2 other humans to play. And this is one of those things that I can test with that, right? Is it a limitation when you try to spam? And if so, how many different ways can you get around that? And if you can't, what do I need to do to fix that, right? These are all things. So we have a new help screen thanks to our feedback from playtesters. We have the +1 in the mine thanks to the help from our playtesters. This extra flexibility on recruiting with different variations is also, frankly, from playtesters indirectly. It's not like they said do this. They showed me where they were having frustrations and things weren't meeting their expectations. And I see a solution for it, right? It's more valuable for me to hear what their frustrations are so that I can find the solution that works best for them, you know? I know it's been 2 months and I'm working an extra bit, like an extra day. I think the game's pretty good. I swear, if nobody told me to stop working on a game, I would continue to work on a game. If no one told me to stop working on a project of any kind, I'd continue to work on it. That's just how I'm built. But this is pretty good. I like where this is. And if I had to stop now because they ripped it out of my hands and said, you may not ever work on this ever again, I wouldn't be that sad about it. I'd be okay with it for the most part. For the most part. Oh, there's a healer. Now, I've seen this bug before. Healers stuck out in front and frankly unable to move. Like if I say attack, I don't know he'll go forward. If I say retreat, he does not go back. Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck. I've seen that bug before. I don't know what to do with that. Different characters, I mean, they have their own decision making. They do make their own decisions. Oh, he got unstuck. The healer was unstuck after he healed somebody. So it's definitely related to his special ability of healing. 100%. That's a window into fixing the problem. I may have seen an engineer stuck in the same way. I may have seen that before. So in general, characters may be stuck in their special abilities. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So these characters kind of have their own brain going on, and this dude was not thinking, and he just kept moving forward. I said hold. The other characters stopped, but he kept going, and so he actually moved the front way up. I'm going to tell them to move back. This is kind of like what generals would encounter in the middle of battle, like he gives an order and they still screw up. It would still happen. So this is more like a general commanding their troops, right? There's some aspects to this that are proper. I think this works. But I can fix that. The key is healers in particular show this more often than anything else. They're healing, and then they're stuck. And by healing again, they can be unstuck. There's the key to fixing that. I'll have to figure that out. I think these guys need to be put on ice. Yeah, the archers are crazy overpowered. Okay. Well, I could fix that bug. Getting healers and perhaps engineers out of a special state. Who knows, maybe even the wizards in that. I don't think so, but maybe. So I'll spend a little time doing that. I don't need to do it on stream anymore. I think we're okay. The game's pretty cool. I think we're good. We can probably let this go and do user testing for a while. I'm aware of that bug with the healer and potentially others, so I will look at that. But other than that, I think, yeah. I think it's pretty cool. It's more, I think it's way more important now to have playtesters playtest. Humans playtesting will tell me way more about what needs to happen next. The things that I've seen from playtesting, the data that I've gotten from that, turns out to be more critical than anything else that I've seen so far. So. Oh, right, the spell bug too, right. Right, okay. I knew there was another one. The spell system doesn't assume multiple wizards, so yeah. Could be a thing. Oh, right. I spelled it incorrectly. Unknown spell request. Requires you spell the word correctly. Not gold thiefed. Gold theft. And still it doesn't work. What? Really? Really now? Casting it, it says. Casting it, it says. Yeah, the spell system is messed up. And I haven't noticed it, probably because I haven't tested with multiple wizards enough. Yeah, casting. So it knows it should be able to do it, but it's just not doing it. let's end this. I'm a little sad about that, though. I thought this was straightforward and easy, but apparently software is complicated. Here's the gold theft spell. So I think it's related to the cooldowns. The wizard has a cooldown. It's probably related to that. Okay, so we have two, and actually that might be related problems. The wizard and the healer being stuck in their special states. Maybe. It might be multiple problems. Yeah, they might be related. Yes, these things are possible. So I'll chase those down. Yeah. I'll do that. In the meantime, the bots are going to play, and, I don't know. Yeah. I think it's good. It'll get better. Today is Friday. Oh, we are technically supposed to be on schedule, talking about game design. Technically, that's true. I mean, we kind of have been. We just did it 3 hours earlier. That's not bad, right? Yeah. I would like to think this stream was okay, and I know what I want to do next. It's probably just more efficient for me to do this off stream. The rule should be, multiple wizards can cast multiple spells, and they don't conflict. The rule should be the healer doesn't get stuck, and the engineer doesn't get stuck in some state related to their special ability, healing or building. And those rules need to be fixed. I mean, it's the highest priority stuff to do at this point. But is it critical? No, the game's running fine, actually. It's just on these cases, these edge cases, there are these problems. It's not bad. Copium. So, that's good for today. I think we're good for today. Have fun, do well, be good, stay safe. See ya.